Hi everybody, this is Kathy, and thanks for stopping by. Today I am playing around with some tags, and I'll be creating tags with a neutral background, black stamps, and some embellishments in pretty colors. So stick around if you want to join me. Put that aside. Now I'm going to be using a large tag. This measures about 4 by 6, and I'm going to also be using this. This is about 3 by, it's about 3 by 4. So I'm going to start with the big one. Well, I'm going to start with the little one first. And I'm using very few products, some glue, archival ink, stamps, and some distress ink, and some ephemera that I'll be gluing on. The stamps that I'll be using, I purchased from Red Lead Paperworks.com, and I love their stamps. They have some pretty unique styles. So check them out, redleadpaperworks.com. I'll be putting that in the description box. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to ink up the edges of this. And I'm going to put a jar on this jar. I think this was their little mason jar, small mason jar. I think, I'm not quite sure. And what I like is they come with these pretty hard backs. So I'm not going to transfer it to an acrylic block. I'm just going to keep it right on here. I'm going to grab my archival ink and ink it up. And try to center this as best as I can. Well, I got that smudge there. And it doesn't look so centered, but I can work with it. I'm going to wipe this off with some wet wipes. I wonder if I can, nope. Wipe the stamp off. Okay, now inside this, I want to put maybe a bird and a butterfly. A bird and a bee. Let's see how this might look. Yeah, maybe this bird. I'm going to put him down at the bottom, over to the side a bit. Oh, he's so cute. And let's do the butterfly. And I'm going to put it over this smudge. I see, you can't see the smudge, hardly. Okay. And let's see. I think that's all the stamping that I'm going to do for now. And get this stuff off my fingers. Now, because I have it a little crooked here, I'm going to straighten it out a bit by adding some pieces to offset that tilt. And I have all sorts of pieces here. So, let's see. I just love the starkness of the black and white with the colorfulness of the flowers. And I think that will work. Okay. Also have some people. Oh, this is pretty little girl. I want to put a little color behind her. Let me trim this off. Okay. Actually just need some green behind her. So we'll see what I can do with this one. Yeah, that'll work. And we'll put that. And I love these little paper dolls. They're the mini paper dolls. Need a little bit more green over here. And that offsets a little bit the crookedness of the jar, of my stamping. Okay. Now, I know I have something that could go down the side. And I have some quotes somewhere. They're over here in this stuff. There they are. I have this one, or I have a stamp. It says Into the Woods, so I have a stamp here that says Morning in the Garden. That sounds good. And that's Morning in the Garden. And how about some blue ribbon? Okay. This ribbon came with the pretty packaging from the Red Lead stamps that I purchased. And they give you some nice freebies too, which is always appreciated. Okay, that's one. And I think I like it. I don't know if I like that too much, but we'll put that aside. And now we'll work on a larger one. And that's this one. I'm going to do the same thing to the edges. This is pretty heavy cardstock tags. Okay, now I'm going to use a large mason jar. Since I'm not using a stamping block thing, I want to make sure that I have enough ink on here. Okay. And got it crooked again. I think my eyes are crooked, but that's okay. This time I'm going to put a large, I think a large butterfly. Which would you want? The butterfly? No, let's put the bee. Okay, we're going to put that a little crooked. Ooh, I love it. And let's see what we're going to do here. Okay, and this one, I do want a person. I think I need a larger person. These are too small because of the size of the jar. What was the name of that movie? The people were real little. Is that The Incredibles? I don't remember. Let me look in here. I think I have a person in here. I'm gonna go back to this because I can't find my, I had a little girl pulled. Let's see, I have a stamp. Nope, gotta be solid. Okay, well, we'll improvise. Okay, that works. Okay. We'll put her right there, sitting on the jar. Put these aside. Let's see. How about Into the Woods? Whoa. And we'll put it right at the top. Right at the bottom. Okay. That works for me. Now, let's see what we have to make it pretty. What colors do we want? Some lighter colors? Let's see what I have. And we'll keep it that color. And that color. Find a pretty butterfly. cut this a bit. Let me see if I have any piece I can cut with flowers on it. Yeah, this is more in the palette. Okay. And that butterfly. It's pretty. Let me see. Let me see how I can cut this up. It needs the color up in that corner. Yes, that will work. Okay, make one more piece. It's a little symmetrical for me, but that's okay. And I don't mind those coming over the edge. Now, perhaps a green. Okay. Alrighty, I think that does it. Kind of some jars. This is one I previously made, and this is another that I've previously made. So, I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope you make some for yourselves. Check out redleadpaperworks.com. I'll put it in the description box. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great one. Bye.